How are we doing, guys? I hope everyone is well. We are literally just approaching this job. We got some taps to fit, some bath taps. Oh, I love bath taps. They're my favourite. I love taking off bath panels that have all been glued in and painted. And anyway, we got to do that. So we've got some bath taps. We've also got some basin taps on this job as well. It's just going back to one where I was doing the shower valve, if you can remember that job from the last video. I think it was the last video. Also, we're not doing a bathroom. We're not doing one because you guys didn't hit the 500 likes, okay? And I am a man of my word. I said in that video, the tank install video, if we didn't hit 500 likes, I wouldn't be doing the bathroom. Thank you, guys. I didn't want to do the bathroom, so we're not doing the bathroom. Alex has already started it. So he was there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, doing the flooring that was on level and some stud work and stuff like that. So you can go over to his channel and you can watch him install the bathroom. I'm not going to get involved now. So today we're just doing these taps, see how they go. And then I did a dishwasher install on Friday. Wow, did the pipe work for it. And then I left and was like, I never did the waste. I never did the waste, so I've got to go over and do the waste. I just forgot. It was an awkward bit of pipe work. I hard piped it. I could have just run some plastic. It would have been super easy, but me being me, I wanted to do it in copper, so we had to go sort of like through some units, into the corner, out the back, put some feeds on. It had hot and cold, the dishwasher. Hot and cold pipe work, which is unusual. I thought that was unusual, but maybe not. So I did that. Also put an outside tap in there. But one, started drilling the outside tap and the brick fell out. Literally the mortar just rattled itself loose and the brick fell out. And I've obviously damaged the brick, so we got to replace a brick. Fun. So I had to go through the corner of, so like a mortar joint to actually go through, because it's an old like council property, and these bricks were the hardest bricks I've ever tried to drill through, and it just wasn't drilling through, so we had to basically go through a mortar joint. Whereas I like to go through the centre of a brick because I think it looks nicer. I think it looks a better finish, but obviously we couldn't do that, so we've got to go patch in a brick. Now I don't know where I'm going to find the right colour brick, so I'm probably just going to go to the builder's merchant and just go, have you got any bricks? Let me take a look. I have been scouting for bricks. So I don't know, I've never brought a brick. I've never done any pointing in. So we're just going to get that that cement that comes in a silicone tube, if you know what I mean. I think Fisher make it. They sell it at the merchants, so we're going to just use that. And oh, it's just a patch, isn't it? She really wasn't fussed either. I would have been if it was my house, but she wasn't fussed, so we got to sort that out anyway. So we'll do the what on earth is this guy doing? Yeah, put your thumb up, I suppose. Yeah, you're going to push your way out, aren't you? I didn't have no choice in that, did I? Fuck's sake. Oh yeah, and you. Yeah. Honestly, it's like driving in London when you come here. People just do what they want. It's like city driving, you just got to push your way out. Right, cut to me at the job. Stop tap. It's under here. There it is. Right, turn that off. Oh, right. There we go. So you can see why that one's being replaced. Just get them drained. And we're also replacing these ones, which I'm hoping we can just replace that bit rather than having to get underneath. You never know. We might get lucky. So just whip them off. Should have opened them up, wouldn't it? Oh, these are heavy. Ooh. Yep. We'll leave that there. Right, let's take them down, see if they'll see how close they look to the real ones. These are fake. Right, so these look incredibly similar. So these are the fake ones, which are just called Heritage Bathroom 1924s. And obviously the real ones are the Bristol ones, which are 1901s, but the fact they use 19 something, but they are virtually identical now. Only difference is the shape of the crossheads, but everything else looks exactly the same. Obviously, no more lime scale on this one. So I'm not going to bother with all this. I'm just going to put these straight on here. Now, I've been having a bit of problem with these taps, as in I fit the exact same taps over at one of the last jobs, and literally the exact same filler valve, and I kept getting it leaking from here. Didn't matter how much I tightened it up, and then I would tighten it up too much, and then it would cut into this, and it'd actually come apart, go into shoot into the threads, and then it'd leak even more. So you can't do them tight. You have to literally do them basically hand tight. So I'm going to turn this on before I do the other ones and get these tested. So let's go turn the water on, check these. Turn that on. Then let's run up here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. From them, I was having terrible problems with leaking from there. So there we go, hand tight. Nice big thick rubbers on them. Where are they? I don't know where I put that one. So yeah, you really don't need to do these tight at all. So there we go. I can't show you, but I'm not going to cause any problems with them, but yeah, just hand tight. Right, let's drain the water down so we don't get wet. So basin in here, basin and bath in here. So flush that toilet, basin in here. Cool, we've got some taps to look after here. And the bathtubs we just fit. 2 basins over here. And the toilet's flush. Right. So that would have been a hell of a lot of pipe work that needed aerating. So let's get these off. Mind you, listen. Oh, I didn't even check to see if there was ISOs. Alright. Well, they're loose. Keys, we got our Narad. Cat's under there. Oh yeah, straight on the bloody camera. Put that there. Oh, cord here, that's tight. Oh, I can't get them off. Bugger, 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 bugger. What about this side? Move it there. Oh, I don't know how we're going to get them off. See if this side's as bad. Oh no, that one's all right. Lovely, silicone on. Right, so we're going to be using bits that I don't usually bother using, and that is this bit here that goes in there, like that. So then you can stick it on this pole, like that. Oh, piss off. Oh, come on. And then we can use that ratchet there and put that on the bottom of there. Come on, let's try this then. Right, that up in there. Nope. Shit. I can't go any harder with that. I'll crack the basin. No. Ah, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I got it. Oh. Golly, you bastard. Right. Let's take that bit off. Like that. Put that on there. Wow, it's still so tight. Oh no, I'm still gonna have to stick it on there. Ratchet. Oh. All the way. Oh wow, okay. Unscrewing what you thought I was unscrewing there, look. Wow. Oh, come on. Up and in there. Alright, keep that on there. Okay, I've left them ISOs off, so you can turn it back on. Shut off all the other taps. Right, so I'm going to just gently turn this back on first. Not all the way, but gently. Like that. Then that way, we can purge all them taps as we're turning them off. So, we hear anything running? This one here. I'm going to turn off all the colds first, then turn off all the hots. So we'll do all the colds on the way up, all the hots on the way back down. Cold. And cold. Then we'll let it run through the hots. Also that toilet's got to fill up as well. Cold. Then we'll just wait for those to start purging. Hot. There we go. There we go. Right, now the reason I do that is because I think there's nothing worse than when customers open up their taps and it's going Still there's quite a lot of air in that. Let's go and turn off, there's one next door, so I should think the pipes are probably linked up. Yeah, there we go. Like that. Yeah, big house, lot of pipes, a lot of pipe work. Be a hell of a lot of air, so. Oh, that's a toilet filled up. Yeah. Right. Sweet, so now we can go downstairs and, sorry, I'm picking my nose on camera, what was that all about? You know what I mean? Scruffy bastard. I've unsubscribed. Ugh. Just a slug of air there. It's actually surprising, a lot of line scale coming out. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Yeah, a lot of like bits of scale and rubbish is coming through. Hopefully that's not going to cause any issues, but it can do. It can get stuck in a ceramic cartridge, right? Let's go have a look at the ones we just installed, make sure that they're all fine and no leaks. Oh, like that. There we go. Get that out of the way. Running for a minute. It is so hot. Right, I'm happy. We got that one done. That's out of the way. I don't know if I can get out of here without doing a 60-point turn. No, I ain't. Yeah, it's a good old 60-point bloody turn to get out of this one. Right, wow. The next one is that dishwasher, and also we do need to find a brick. So I think the key with this one is finding that brick. If we spot one on the way, I'll jump out and grab it. We just need a generic brick, basically. If we can. All the rest of it, I know that they got at the merchant, so yeah. And then we'll grab a dishwasher hose extension. I believe I've got a trap in the back, but I will double check that. We just want a kitchen trap, basically, with 2 spigots. Because they got one with only 1 spigot. I did clock it, and then I just forgot to do it. Not that it matters, because she had Currys to come and install it for her, and they said they couldn't anyway. Because guess what? There was no power. There was no plug socket, was there? So at the minute, she's got a great big long extension lead running across her kitchen to sort the dishwasher out. Wow, that is so hot. Turn on the aircon. Right, catch you in a bit. Right, I didn't know this, but builders, plumbers merchants sell bricks. I was like, huh? So I said, where can I get a brick from, mate? And he was like, oh, what type? I was like, I don't know, just a standard brick. And they were like, oh yeah, we got bricks. I was like, have you? I was like, well yeah, people for flues and stuff like that. So we keep a load of odd bricks. Sweet. Oh, I'm quite red, aren't I? It is very, very, very hot today. So let's go point in a brick. I don't think wow today. I laid a couple of bricks when I was a little kid. My dad used to be a bricklayer. Way back in the day. So I've laid a few bricks when I was about 5 or 6 years old. Not that we had silicone tubes of mortar, but hey ho. So I'm just going to go over there. We're going to get that one done. We've also got all of the waste and everything, so we can go and do our kitchen dishwasher. What am I on about? Dishwasher. Kitchen what? Kitchen waste. There you go. Kitchen waste. Oh, too hot. It is too hot. And then this afternoon we are going out to a job which is, I'm about to pass it there. So shower and something else, I don't know. Customer's got a couple of bits that he wants me to have a quick gander at, see what they're all about. I feel like the camera's wobbling all over the place, so I don't know if all of that was really blurry because I was going over speed bumps, but yeah. And I need a haircut again, quite desperately this time. I had 6 people, right, on a TikTok video call me the Ibiza boss because I hadn't put any hair gel in, so it was really fluffy and it was perfectly like that, and I was wearing sunglasses, so I probably did look like the Ibiza final boss. So it's made me really want to get a haircut. So you never know, maybe in the next video you'll see me with a haircut. I'll get it done when it's a bit quieter. It's always a bit busy on a Monday. It's not too busy today, to be fair. We've only got these couple of little bits and bobs to do, but yeah. Right, cut to me at the job. It's not a bad match as a brick, but there we go. Okay, so here's a Friday's job. Look, outside tap, hot and cold. It was only a hot feed, so didn't need the cold. I didn't know that because obviously it weren't here at the time. So we need to swap out this waste. So let's take off this washing machine hose, like that. Take that off. It should pop off now, like that. Unscrew that, and we got a whole new trap to put in. So let's pop that off there. So there's our new trap on. It's actually a Viva, and they don't feel quite as nice as the McAlpine ones, I'll be honest with you. I thought, oh, they're cheap, and I'll give them a go. We'll see if it leaks. That's the main thing, isn't it, really? Let's get that running. Make sure we don't have any leaks first. So plinth is off. We have this extension, so we can have a little look at that. So let's have a look at the other end of this. See what we got to go on to. Okay. So I'm not usually too fussed about Jubilee clips and stuff, but because it's a joint we're going to be putting, basically, so this is going to sit under the plinth. I am going to put some Jubilee clips on there just to secure it, make sure that they don't pop off. So hopefully we'll be able to push that on there. Come on, go on. There we go. And that, so this is actually a bigger one this side. So it's like a bigger one, and then it goes down to a fit. I honestly don't know the sizes, so I'll probably sound like an idiot, don't I? Pop that on there. Yeah, it's going to need a Jubilee clip anyway, because it's loose as a fucking witch's tit. Tighten that on there, like that. There we go. Right, that isn't coming apart now. So what I want to do is I want to make a hole in this so that we can obviously put the cable there, put that one back in the corner, and then we'll do a hole downwards, and then we can come straight up from underneath. There we go. That goes into that corner. Drill a nice little hole right in the back. So that's off. It is loose under there, but we need to drill a hole. I want to do it next to that waist so I sort of can feel it and know where I'm going. Okay, so that I've pulled that one through. So I'm going to plug it into that one. I might need to actually bring that back a little bit. So let's just put that back in there a bit. That's got to go on there. Okay, so that is all done. That is all ready just to be plugged in. I'm not going to go snooping around someone's house for an extension lead because they're not actually in. So we're not going to actually test it. but I'm sure if they plug it in, they'll soon find out. Tell you what, that looks stunning from my house. Right, let's go and do the last job of the day. Then we can piss off home. Got a short day today, actually. I thought I'd booked in more than I did, but a lot of customers are like, oh, can you get around Tuesday? Can you get around Wednesday? Try and book it. This is the thing with job implementing. When you're trying to group jobs together and try and, especially keep them in the same area, which obviously you want to do as much as you can, save on fuel and whatnot. People have schedules, people have work, people have lives, people have kids. Well, that one there, she left me a key, so is what it is, eh? It's so hot today. I keep saying about it, I ain't complaining. It's a glorious thing, but it's working. Woo. Right, I'm gonna put on some music, so I'm gonna plug this in. I shall see you on the next job. Right, so I've got about an hour spare. Not even that now. Like 3/4 of an hour spare, as I haven't got to be at the next job until 2 o'clock. So I'm just going through my invoices and I'm like, why don't people fucking pay? This just pisses me off. There's like £500 worth of invoices, 2 emergency call-outs, which that really takes the mick when you go, especially on a weekend, to sort out, you know, an Airbnb holiday let. So they're making money. They're like, oh, I need to make money. I need to make money from my holiday makers. But you making money from coming out and fixing it, oh, that's irrelevant to me. I can care less. So I just messaged both of those and just said, get it fucking paid, basically. Oh, just had enough. Just takes a mick. Oh, that is very nice. Cherry 7-Up. Recommend that, that's good. So, I just stopped. I'm going to have a little cheese toasty. Oh, for lunch. I know it's not healthy, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm not spending money. And it's all I've got in the fridge is some Leader and some gluten-free bread. So, right, let me make this and then we'll go to that job. So a bit of good news. 2 of the customers paid. One of them hasn't responded whatsoever, but yeah, whatever. Let's go have a look at this. Right, okay. So, cheapy bath mixer taps. Now, they're kind of yellowed and a bit horrible. Right. Hot tap will not operate fully. You put you in there. Oh, what's a nightmare. There we go, that will do. I don't care if you're on an angle. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get some of them tap revivers because they're kind of like, they look like, I don't know, they're very thin. They're not like bath tap cartridges, the big thick ones. They're like, they look like little itty bitty, weeny, teeny tiny 15mm type things. You know what I mean? So I'm just lob a new set of those in. If they don't work, I shall spray up the mechanism, see if we can get it to actually move, because it's just like the hot tap just will not turn on. So we do that. I think it's tank fed, but I don't think that should matter too much. And then they said all of the waste sometimes stink. Now, there's a bit boxed in the corner. Thought, oh, it might be a Durgo valve in there somewhere. Maybe it is. But there is a sole stack on the outside. Kind of doesn't make sense, does it? So, I'm just going to give it a plunge. Just make sure make sure the wastes are clean. Could have been filled up with hair and all sorts of horribleness that's making the water drip away. Because if you've got hair, then basically the water tracks down the hair and it removes that seal There could be shallow traps and they're drying out. Don't know, it's quite hot in there, maybe. Could be a few things, but we're just going to give it a good old plunge, good old clean out, see if that makes any difference for us. So, here's the merchants. See, that weren't far, was it? What, 1 minute 50? 1 minute 50 to get to the merchants. See, a lot of people are like, oh, why do you keep more van stock? I just don't need to. The merchants is right in the middle of where I work, pretty much. Can I make it? Yeah, I can. Whee! Oh, hot, hot, hot. Apparently it's going to be 30 degrees tomorrow. Which, I know to the Americans, you're like, wow, that's not that hot. British heat is different. It's unbearable. It just is. Right. Let me grab these cartridges. So these are the ones we've got, the Neo tops. So let's remove these old heads. So ping that out. Ping that out. Remove these. Like that. There we go. Like that. These should twist out. We're not worried about scratching them because they've got covers, so pair of grips. Okay, I think that's both of them loose. Yep. That one. That one. Hot is tank fed, and we can't open up this tap. So when we undo this, it should start running. There we go. There we go. Cold main is off, so we can actually undo this one and get that one sorted first. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Like that. And that one there. And there we go. So, get them tightened up, put the heads back on. Easy peasy. Ain't got to go super tight with these, just enough that they're not going to come back out. Our new shrouds. Like that. Put on our new heads. One, two. Oh, bollocks, don't lose that, don't lose that. Should have put the plug in. Alright, let me do this quick. And hot on the left. Cold on the right. There you go. That works. Makes these look very yellow though. There is a way of reversing that, but yeah. Hair dye or something like that. Is it black hair dye? So water's back on. That way. Okay. Obviously the tank fed crap. Fresh from tank. Still better than it was. Right. Let's switch the cold on. I'll block that up. I think you can block them up using the plug. Is that right? And then give that a plunge. As you can see, we've got quite a bit of crap out of the basin. I was trying to turn it on really quick and I didn't have it on the right setting. So it probably looks a bit laggy and weird. Right. There we go. Now I've cleared out all in here. I've done all the overflows there. Now that and that are linked together. They go into, they link up somewhere. But basically I reckon when you drain that, it's pulling air out, it's pulling water out of the trap. I don't know what's going on with the camera's going in and out of focus on this job and I don't know why. Ghost, could be paranormal activity, right. Last thing I'm going to do is swap this over to rainwater head, shower head, and then we'll try and clear out in there if we can. Seems to be running away okay, it's just, I don't know. Anyway, we've done as much plunging as I want to do in this one. Right, turn that off, job done. Outro. It's so hot. This isn't sweat, I've just had a quick shower. But look how red I am. Unbelievable. I've really caught the sun today. Like, subscribe, do all that shit. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, I just sat here editing it all. And I was like, I need to do an outro. So yeah, like, subscribe. UK's #1 plumbing account.